Good morning, Kitchen Witches. Today is Thursday, July 9th, and this is your tarot and menu inspiration for the day. I'm Chef Lisa, editor-in-chief of A Chef's Grimoire magazine. We're going to pull one card. There it is. That's everything we need to know for the day. So, let's see what we've got. One more good shuffle. What is our card for the 9th of July? All right. In anticipation. All right. Ready? The Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a minor arcana. Eights in the major arcana, 8 is strength. The first card we meet on the second line of the 3 lines of the major arcana. And if you're new to tarot, I suggest that you learn your major arcanas inside and out. Then start to learn the minor arcana. Also, go to Rachel Pollack, and that is who formatted, had a download, completely genius idea to take the 22 major arcana out and have the Fool put off to the side and take what's left, which is 21 major arcana cards, and put them in 3 lines. So the first line is 7 cards from the Magician to Chariot. That is the conscious, our conscious self, right? When we're learning who we are, what our world is around us. Learning the difference between the higher realms and the tangible earth. Then we move into the second line, which starts with strength, and it goes to another 7 cards, which is our unconscious. And then the last line is the superconscious. That's where we blend the two, conscious and unconscious, together so that we become our mature, are able to make decisions, rational, thinking selves, right? So that's what you need to learn as a newbie to the tarot. And then you come to the minor arcanas. And what's helpful with these, in learning these, is you already know the major arcana. So you also should know that every minor is ruled by a major. So this card's numbered 8, and the 8th card in the major arcana is strength. So a lot of strength energy in this card. And that's one way to start to learn them, right? The only minor arcanas that are not ruled by majors are the court cards. The aces are ruled by the Magician because aces are numbered 1. So there you go. Easy peasy. Okay, moving on. So we've got an individual here who looks like they're hard at work. They are making pentacles. And this is very tedious work, right? Their blinders are on, they're focused on what they're doing, and they've already made quite a few. So they made a dent in their project already, and they're still forging forward. So what does this card mean? Well, it means hard work. You're at hard work. You're really at the pinnacle of the project, right? And maybe you know there's a deadline coming up and you've got to work and get it done. The difference between just focusing to get it done, to get it off your plate, is with this card, you have a little bit of your passions and your need for the tangible thing to come to life, to bring forth what you have thought about, what you created. So it's not somebody else's work, it's your work. And that makes a difference, right? When you're doing somebody else's work and you have a deadline, it's like, okay, I'll get it done and I'll do my best, but I know it's not something that's mine. Where this is different. This is something that's yours. It's tangible. It's something that you are taking from your thoughts with your emotions and acting on it and now making it tangible. So what you want to look out for today, with this card being our card of the day, is all the things that you have worked hard for yourself, not for anybody else, right? Maybe you started a savings account 4 years ago and every week you put $5 into it. Guess what? It grew. And you look at it maybe for the first time today and you're like, holy cow, that's like amazing. I have all this money that, first of all, I didn't miss, but I every week was diligent about putting that money aside. And it grows. It really does, without you even knowing it's not there. So that's one way of looking at this card today. Another way is maybe little by little you've been working on a book that you're writing, or something that makes pen hit paper or fingers to keyboard. And it's every day you write for 20 minutes in the morning. And now you look and you see you have like 6 chapters done. That's halfway through the book. Or maybe you're on the cusp of really finishing the book. But that little investment of time grows over time to become the thing that you're looking, your blinders are on, that you're end focused, that you're manifesting more or less. Yeah. So that's all pentacle energy. Pentacles are things that you can tangibly work on, that you can hold, that you can feel, that you can collect. So if you look at the 8 card, or if you look at 8s in particular, right? An 8 is shaped where it's got a bulbous top and a bulbous bottom. It can sway in either direction, right? But because it's evenly connected, it will sway, but it will always go back to center. So when you're building something, an 8 is your best friend, right? It will always bring you back to center. It's a strong, strong number. Remember, 8 broken down is 4 plus 4. And 4 is structure. 4 is structure. Combined, strength. So we are going to bring this strong card into the kitchen. And what are we going to make? Well, I'm thinking we have for breakfast. Now, it's a Thursday, so maybe you have a little time in the morning to create something yummy. Get yourself your muffin tin and get hash browns that hopefully you've had forethought and defrosted in your fridge overnight. And you're going to take them. You're going to add an egg and a little bit of oil and mix them really well. Take your muffin tin and you're going to press that batter, so to speak, into the muffin tin all the way around and up the sides, and hopefully a little bit is sticking out up the sides. That'll give you really pretty presentation. What you're going to do then is bake them about 400 degrees for maybe 15 minutes. And what you have is like a bird's nest that should pop out of your muffin tin. And it would be like a little container to hold what we're going to do next, which is sauteing some greens. So could be spinach, could be kale, could be Swiss chard, could be arugula, whatever you want to zhuzh up with a little olive oil, sea salt on the stovetop. If you want to add garlic, fantastic, right? Get those sauteed, and then you're going to take them out of the fry pan. Now your fry pan is free for your eggs. And you're going to either sunny side up is nice, right? Which I prefer for this particular dish. Now, you could put the greens, keep the nest, quote unquote, of hash browns in the muffin tin. Now it's like a crater, right? That you've created a well inside of each one that's baked off. Then add your greens, which have been sauteed. Crack a raw egg on top and put them back in the oven. And that will cook the whites only, and that's all you want to do. You don't want to cook the yolks. You want to cook the whites and have the yolks remain runny and gooey. That's another way of doing it. My first way was thinking sunny side them up in the pan that you cooked your greens in. And then when you have your sunny side up eggs, your crisp little nests are done. You put your greens inside, you take a spatula and put that egg over the top. Either way it works, right? So it's a sunny side up egg in the nest, the bird's nest. Nice, right? That's a nice breakfast. Next, moving on, we've got lunch. So if you are out and about today, say you work in Manhattan, which, you know, you've got the a la cartes, and I'm thinking, yeah, because what we're doing is we're up to a challenge. And what the and I think about that when we see this person working so diligently on this project, is that they're up to a challenge for themselves. They have told themselves, I'm going to work and work and work until I get it done. So it's a challenge, and it's building flavor with the meals that we're doing. So that's why it's a layered dish in the morning with your gorgeous nest that's out of hash browns that have been well salted, I might say. And also your sauteed greens, good for you, and adds another layer that's pretty presentation against the different colors, right? And then the egg on top. There you go. So moving on to lunch, I'm thinking a la carte. It's a little bit of a challenge for those that have never tried it before, but basically it's meat and rice, really, when you think of it. It's just brought into a very more delicious way. That's the best way I could say it. So I think about a la cartes because I think about how hard those people work, right? Just think about it. They have to get up at like 3 a.m. to get to their spot, wherever they're coming from. They've made all, you know, they've prepped the truck the night before, and now they're on their route. And they park there for like hours and hours and hours, and they're constantly cooking and feeding, and they're standing on their feet because they're in a truck. It's a tough life. I'm not saying it's not. But they do us, the people that order from those trucks, a service because it's quick food, it's delicious, and yeah, I mean, when you go to a la carte today, say thank you and mean it, because those people work hard. The best thing about it, though, is most of them, if not all of them, at least the good carts, they love what they do. They love it. They love that life. Yeah. So it's good. It's all the Eight of Pentacles energy. So I'm thinking a la carte. And what would you get at a la carte? Well, you get lamb, traditionally, over rice. And it's usually served with either a spicy green sauce, which is a cilantro-based sauce that has like habanero pepper or jalapeno pepper, spicy. Or you can get the white sauce, which is a creamy yogurt sauce that can go over the top. And everything is seasoned to perfection. It's just delicious. It usually comes with a little salad on the side. Really, really good. So try it. Be up to the challenge. Say thank you. Next, I'm thinking we'll go to India. And again, it's a Thursday, so you have a choice. You can make it at home or you can go out to the Indian restaurant. But I'm thinking of samosas. So we all know what samosas are. They're very similar to an empanada. They can be done with meat, but most of them are made with a mashed potato interior or a potato interior. So they're vegetarian. But that's a fun appetizer to have. And then I'm thinking palak paneer. Palak paneer is, it's a creamy sauce that goes over paneer cheese that you can literally make at home in like 10 minutes. It's so easy. It's milk, right, that you heat on the stove, and you add lemon juice to it until it curdles. And then you take those curds out, you strain them in cheesecloth, put something heavy on them, put them in your fridge for 30 minutes until it's all compressed and cold, right, and seared together. Then you can pull it out of the fridge, cut it into cubes, and pan fry it. And that can go into the palak sauce. So palak paneer. And that is going to be an ooey gooey delicious sauce, right, with cheese and the crispness of the samosas. Make yourself a little chutney to go on the side. It's delicious, delicious. And you've come up to a challenge, right? If you've never had Indian before, maybe it's your first time. And those are very beginner-friendly meals with Indian cooking. So, Eight of Pentacles. What are you building? What are you working on? Slowly. Every once in a while, when you focus on it, you're slowly getting it done. Whatever it is, I hope that you're well on your way to getting it done. And while you're on your way, make sure you nourish yourself. Nourish all those around you with your kitchen magic. I'll see you tomorrow.